for day 31 of the online dance movement. We got music. Yeah, so let's get going. Now, what time is it? Gina, check. All right. So, let's sit up nice and tall. It's beautiful and sunny here in Kyneton today. I love it when the sun's shining. Let's shrug. Shrug. Now we're going to take our arms up. Remember yesterday we were shrugging and drawing the scapulae down at the same time. We might do that later. Alright, just bring the arms up. Press them back. Switch positions. Position. Press them back like you do it. Just take your hands about just a bit wider than your shoulders, where you would be to do a push-up. Hi Ornella, how are you? Just put them where that you do a push-up, but we're going to now just draw them back on that plane. So if you want it to be really perfect, you could make sure, well, you wouldn't necessarily do a push-up from this position. That's a bit high, isn't it? So you'd be more here. So I want you just to draw the arms back, but just for the sake of the exercise, we'll take it up to shoulder height. All right, and just bring them back. That was music, Ornella. Let's just try this one. It's playing. Bring them back. Stretch them forward. Bring them back. Put the other hand in front. Okay. Roll. 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 We're just warming up. It's gorgeous and sunny here at the moment, Ornella. All right. Now, sitting on your sit bones, let's just go over. I might just tuck myself in. Excuse me. We're going to allow the neck to be free, allow the weight to go forward and up, allow the back to lengthen, keep lifted. Now, draw the scapulae down, allow the shoulders to fall apart, allow the hips to release. So take any tension out of there. Now, belly button to your spine. Oh, I just remembered something I wanted to go over. I might just pause the music. I might just pause. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the whole thing with the tucking the tail under that, you know, I learned in ballet. My ballet teachers were very good, but that's what everyone used to say. And I was thinking about that, and I was listening to something that was said. And you know, the whole idea, I don't know if anyone's done Pilates. Well, Ornella, you've done belly button to the spine. That we've done in choir. There's another way to do that. We'll just do it with the breath. When you breathe out. Now, that whole idea of zipping up the pelvis, like the insides, the genitals, as they say in Pilates. So if we're zipping that up and we've got our belly button to the spine. Now, that's something that is done in Pilates. I'm not trying to teach Pilates here. I'm just talking about the concept of doing that. And when people do that, sometimes they actually move their bones with it. But they're actually separate, because you don't want to be tucking your tail, the bony structure under as you zip up, because it's a different movement. This is an internal one. So perhaps think about that. It's a little bit different to be thinking like, well, maybe not so much, but zipping up the internals as they work with the core abdominals, because, you know, you've got your pelvic floor. So what you're doing is you're lifting the pelvic floor, because the core abdominal capsule is made up of the diaphragm, the core abdominals, and the pelvic floor. So a way to get the feeling of engaging the pelvic floor is to actually feel like that zipping up movement. But just make sure you don't curl your pelvis so that you do this at the same time. unless the movement requires it. You know, sometimes we'll do movements where we actually curl it this way, like in contractions. But I was thinking about that, and I just wanted to say about it because it's good to know about these things. Anyway, let us do some, we're going to start today, I think we'll do some, like a stretch to the front, as you would do in a ballet class. We're going to point to the front. I don't know whether you can you see my feet on, Ella? Because when I play it back, if I have a look, usually I'm way back when I get my feet in, but I don't think I need to go so far back. So we're going to slide it to the front and slide it back. Slide it to the front and then flex the foot and then point the foot and then bring it back. Then slide it out, turn it in, bring it back to parallel and then come back. And then turn it out and slide it to the front, bring it back turned out and parallel. And then we'll do the other leg. So that slide it out, I have to remember it now, and flex and point and close. So when we did that one, we didn't put the heel on the ground with that. We just left it where it was and then point and then close and thank you. And then turn in, parallel, close, turn it out, point, flex, point, close. Then we're going to do it to the side. So this will be, I'll choose some music. Not that I know this music, I just downloaded it. Let's try this one and see what happens, whether this will work. Yeah, it should. Hi, Sue. Point, out, lift up, point, flex, the heels off the ground, point, turn in, parallel, close, lift up, point, so flex, point, come in. I didn't do that right, did I? Other side, point, in, point, flex, point, in, point, turn in, parallel, close, turn it out, point, flex, point, in. Now we'll do the side. Let's turn it out. Just not quite to the side, about halfway to the side. Keep it turned out. Flex, my foot's flexing. Now it's pointing. Close. Turn in. Turn out, knee to the ceiling, now close. And just do another flex. And get ready to go to the side. I'll move over so you can see my foot. Okay. Now, about 45 degrees. In. Lift up. Turn to the front. Knee to the ceiling. Got it all mixed up, doesn't matter, just follow me. To the front again. Turn in. I might change the one to the side, so just follow me. We'll do that again. Okay, other side. Play. This is just the introduction, I think. Okay, now start. And flex, point, lift up, turn in, parallel, close, turn out, flex. Now, to the side, we're going to keep it parallel this time. Just go out 45 degrees, keep it parallel. Now the other side. Keep the knee to the front, lift up. Point, flex. See my foot's parallel? Parallel. Turn out. Parallel. Turn out. Turn it out. Flex. Point. Close. Okay. Lift up. Just do a couple more to the front. Just this time turn it out. Parallel. Close. Lift up. Turn it out. Parallel. Close. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Out. Okay, we've had a little warm up with the legs. Now let's see if we can work out a way of getting something to go to the back of us. That would be good. I was thinking of sitting on the chair straddling it, but I don't want to make it too difficult for, I'm just waving. Hi Sue, hi Ornella. All right, we might just sit on the side of our chair. Now Sue, I think, I'm not sure whether this will be okay for you. Just do what you can. Ornella, I think this will be okay for you. And Ornella, I'm aware though, we need to be careful. We need to keep lifted because of the back. All right, so we're going to sit right on the edge of the chair and take the knee to the side. I wonder if you can see my foot. And we're going to slide it out to the back. Now, try and keep the knee turning to the wall and try and take it as far to the back as you can. You don't have to get it completely because, you know, there's no need to strain anything. But I want you to feel, like put your hand there when you're in that position and feel the glute activation in that whole bum cheek. So that's what you're doing there. So bring it back and you need to watch your back. So you don't want to be going so that you're arching. You know, you need to keep nice and lifted, keep your back nice and long. So we're going to turn the foot out, be right on the edge of your seat, and you're going to slide the whole foot along the ground, then the ball of the foot, and then stretch right behind you. Now, lengthen the lower back, don't jam it. Even if you have to lean forward a bit, that's okay. Lift up in the upper body. Okay, take your arm out. You can take both arms out, but don't strain your back. And then put your hand on the chair to bring it back. Put the whole foot on the ground. All right, we'll just try that on the other side. So we're going to turn the foot out and we're going to slide the whole foot and then go into a point. Now you can put the ball of your foot on the ground. You know, it doesn't have to, oh, I can feel that. Oh, a bit of a cramp. That's because I need to do it. And hold that there, lift the arm up. If you get a cramp, stop. If anything hurts, stop. You don't keep going. Put your hand there and feel the activation of the glutes. Yes. And take both arms up if you can and bring it in. So you're going to put the foot down on the ground, bring it back. All right, bring it out, slide the whole foot and lift up, knees facing to the side, and you'll feel a nice stretch down the inside of your leg too. Let's do that with the music. Won't that be fun? All right, what's this one? Did I already have this one? I wonder, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think we did. That's okay. So starting off, I'm going to go on this side first. Lift up nice and tall. Remember, you're lifting up and your shoulders are falling apart. Turn out. Slide the whole foot along the ground. The weight is here. This is the working leg, so it should be not have weight. You shouldn't be leaning on it. And now hold it. Now just put the ball of your foot on the ground. Lift. Feel that bottom. Feel that there. So you focus on what part you're activating. Keep the back nice and long. Watch the knee. Slide the whole foot. Okay. On the edge. Turn. Slide. The weight's here on this side. This is the working leg. It's nice and free. Ball of the foot. That's activating their lift up. Did I do two or one on the other side? We'll do another one on this side, it's all right. Turn. Slide. This is the working leg. It's nice and soft on the ground. Knee to the side. I think we did one, didn't we? So we can do another one. You'll thank me in the morning. You feel your glutes. Turn it out. Weight is here. Whole foot. Keep it nice and soft on the ground. Ball of the foot. As far to the back as you can, because you'll feel it more in your glute if you do. Okay. All right, that's good. Yes, whole foot on the ground and then come back. Excellent. All right, now I'll put some more music on because there's a bit of background noise. All right, so what have we got here? Did you hear that? Did you catch that? Did you catch that tone in my voice then? All right, let's just do, we're going to do some arm movements because we've just worked the hips quite hard. Now, as you do this, draw the scapulae down and feel the ribs open. If you're really lifting, you'll be working your back. It's not just arms up and down. Squeeze underneath the bottom. Remember we did second position of the arms. Back a bit so you can see. And allongé, leave the upper arms there. Upper arms stay. Draw the scapulae down. like arm movements. Okay, now I will go to, we're going to work on this movement. So we've done a little bit of it because I'd like you to do, we've done some stretches, we're now going to do some bends. And we've done some of it before, but we might do it a little bit more today. So we'll start off, we're going to actually with this one, we've done the Alexander technique standing up like this, haven't we? With our feet hips width apart. So let's just practice that. You're lifting up, you're sitting on your sit bones, you're going to hinge here. There's nothing that happens with the shoulders. Draw the scapulae down. Check the head position. It's not forward. No, 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 no. And so we're going to tilt, let the bottom stick out, and then come up. And hinge. And there. Now let's try. Let's just do that once more just to get the movement. My knees are creaking. Now let's put our feet together. We're going to do the same thing but with our feet together. So it's going to be a bit more difficult. If anyone is going to find it difficult to stand up anyway, I'd recommend you don't do this. You just go back to having your knees hips width apart and parallel, because there's no point making it too difficult. The whole point is just to sort of exercise safely. So we're all at different levels, and I'll let you know when it's probably a good idea to do something a little in a more modified way. So for the ones who can, stick out your bottom. And it's actually not as hard as it looks. Now, I don't want you to get into the thing. When we did it here, just watch out for the knees doing this. See that? Because that just shows that there's weakness. So we need to keep the knees aligned over the feet. So let's just try that again. And it's really easy, if you're here, to sort of do that. I don't want you to do that. I want you just to keep your knees aligned over your feet. It's just that your legs are together. So when I bend here, there's going to be a little bit of space because that's where my knees were. When I stretch them, they're going to, my thighs will close because I've got enough padding in there for it to need to close. And we don't want to have no padding there, because when there's no padding there, it usually means a person is too thin, and we don't want that. We don't want that. So if your thighs are touching, that's not a bad thing. You know, see, there's positives to everything. Now, okay, so we've done that. Now what we're going to do when we come up here, we don't do this. I saw someone demonstrating exercise today. I was just having a look because, you know, I like to have a look at things. And so she's doing it. And there was nothing wrong with the exercises. It's just that it was this. You know, so every time she's demonstrating, so every time there's this like jam, we don't want to do that. So putting the feet together, we're going to come up. And I want us to then bend, bend, bend. Okay, well, like we did yesterday. And then we're going to go bend up. We're going to turn it out and hold it there. So if I confused you then, it was because I was confused. But basically, just follow me. We're just going to be standing up in parallel, and then I'll turn out. Now, when I say turn out, I don't want it to be turned out beyond, say, 10 to 2. Unless you really know what you're doing already and you've done a lot of ballet or something. The thing is, I don't want the knees not to be over the feet, because then it just stresses the knees, and this is not what this class is about. It's not about, you know, being a famous ballerina or something, trying to sort of get things beyond where they're meant to be. This is just 10 to 2, keep the knees over the toes. So we're going to stick the bottom out, then bring the body up. Now, take note, we're not too deep for a reason. We don't want to stress the knees, but also we're not doing this. The bottom is still there. Now, if you think about it, if you were going to do some jumps, you wouldn't want to be there. How are you going to get up? You know, it's not biomechanically sound to not have your bottom there. So your bottom's allowed to be there. We don't want to do this. And this is why with the tucking the tail under and that whole sort of thing of engaging the core and zipping it up and that feeling that kind of like it's all coming here, there can be a tendency to tuck the tail under with it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Unless the movement requires it, like it's a contraction, like I was talking about. So enough talking, let's just do our pliés, because basically what we've just done is tendus. Tendu means to stretch. And now we're doing pliés because plié means to bend. And if you think about it, every single movement in dance is based on those two movements. So you're doing everything. Let's do this. I don't know whether this, oh actually no, this might be. No, that's the wrong music. This might be better. Good for the soul, it's called. Oh, I think this sounds good. So sitting up tall. We'll just do a couple with our feet apart to start with. And that was the Yui boom going off. So I'll just use the... It's not one thing, it's another. There's a bit of music though. Again, just watch you don't pull back. You're going up. Again. Like that. Okay, put the feet together. Now we'll do it the difficult one. Just relax for a second. 10 to 2. Keep the knees over the toes. Hold. Now we're going to take it, we're going to go to second position. Point the foot to the side. We'll actually just make it about 1 foot wide. And we're going to stand up. Now this is not too wide, about the length of one of your feet. 10 to 2. And this will be harder. I think my chair's too far away. Shoulders, draw the scapulae down. One more. Just shake your legs out. I quite like that music. I'll turn this Yui boom on again because it might come on. And that would be quite good if it did. Oh, I think it is. I'll just play that so it can pick it up. I'll just leave it on so it's not off, so it'll just keep going. Now that's good. So we've done our stretches, our bends. Now we're going to do a bit of rotation movement, which is called rond de jambe in ballet, round the leg. That normally comes next. And there's a reason for that, because you're working the hips in a different way. So we're going to just keep it simple. We've done something like this already. We're going to go around, in, bring it parallel, round, in, round, and then we're going to go reverse. Da, 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 da. Okay, that's all. Just try it on the other side. Da, move it back out of the way. Da, da, and just when you go to the side, don't take it right out to the side. Just take it about 45 degrees wide. You know that. Da, 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 and then we'll do a couple of those. Then we'll go da, 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 and just reverse it. Then we might even do, we might do it to the side. But we'll need to be on the edges of our chairs, to the back, I should say. We're going to go da, to the back, just a little bit, in. Da, just a bit to the back, because, yes, that will be safer to do it that way. So we're going to have it turned out, and we're going to go right to the side to go to the back. All right? Start right at the side, be on the edge of your chair, then take it out, keep it turned out, and you'll feel it, and you'll feel that dent, you know, there, coming in, and then bring it back. And just sort of bring it back into position. Got that? Yeah, Gina, we have. All right, let's play this. You know, I'm really liking doing this because I can feel my body. I can feel the toning happening in my body. So I don't know whether any of you are doing any other exercise. I'd recommend that you do some walking as well, because walking's always great, and it's a different kind of exercise too. But if you go on a daily walk, if you've got a dog and you take the dog every night or every morning or every day or whenever, you know, you're getting a nice little workout each day, because this is 30 minutes, usually a little bit over, and you are toning these muscles. So, and I know this because I can feel it, and I can feel it because I'm not toned enough, because I wasn't doing enough exercise before I started this, even though I should be, so I talk about it with clients all the time. Anyway, we're going to do rond de jambe now, and I wonder what this one is. Oh, this will do. Okay, rond de jambe. Move back a little bit so I can move my leg. Lift up. Front, just quarter to the side. Reverse. Other side. Reverse. Now, go to the back and in. Wait, wait. Right out to the side. Go to the back a little way and then bring it in and then bring it back to parallel. Go to the other side. Side, back, in. Once more, right to the side, back, or just a bit towards the back. Now, we're going to do something else. Off the ground. Just off the ground. Reverse. Other leg. Just off the ground. Just off the ground, about this much. Reverse, that's my sock. Now to the back. Off the ground, carry it to the back. Keep it off the ground. Lean your body forward. Come back. Again. Off the ground. Lean your body forward so you don't hurt your back. In. Other side. Off the ground. Lean forward. Okay, go back to the start. Just on the ground now, reverse. Other side. My socks have to move them. All right, that's good. Now, how am I going for time? If I started, what time did I start? Ornella, how long have I been going for? I think I started, let me have a look here. Kind of been going for half an hour. Let me see, so that says 10 to 5. If I started, I think I might have been, but we'll just do a little bit more if you want to. We'll just keep going a little bit more. We might just do, now we might do some leg lifts, okay? Because we have, well, we haven't done much upper body, have we? Let's just do a little bit of arching. So what we're doing here is we're going to use the upper body to arch back. Put your hands on the chair, arch back, come up, lift into it, and lean forward and come up again and arch. So keep the chest, keep the ribs open and come up. And then we're going to take the arm and just do a sideways tilt and then come around and then take the arm, do a sideways tilt and come around. Yes, you have. Okay. Well, we'll just do you want to keep going for a little bit? Just do a bit of upper body movement. Let's just do that and then we'll finish. And we'll do this piece of music that you heard for the entire time yesterday. I quite like it. It's just that I wanted more than one. Okay. Lift. Don't let your neck scrunch. Keep your neck long. See how I didn't let my head drop? Forward. Drop the chin. Again. Keep lifted. It's like something's pulling you up. Just the upper body. And to the side. And to the side. Keep lifted. You should feel a total workout happening in your backs right now. If you're lifted, scapulae drawing down. Now, this time arch your back with it, but keep it long. And this time allow your pelvis to tuck under, so you're curving your whole back. Now lift into the arch, don't scrunch it, lift, lift, lift. It's a full back arch now. Now full back curve. Lean right over. Not much different really in the chair. Got to be careful about leaning to the side too. Okay, I think we're done. I felt like I'd only done about 2 exercises with you. Anyway, lovely. Thank you for being here. I hope you feel your body's a little bit more toned than it was before you started. And I've already waved to you, and I will see you tomorrow for day 32. It'll just go on and on and on. And one day I'll say, I'm up to 1,000. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Okay, see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. And don't forget to tell people if you think they'd like to be here to join you, because they might. See ya.